Winter is the time I find I need to moisturize my skin more, so let's recap some of my favorite moisturizers that I love for my acne-prone skin during the winter. Hi everyone, my name is Alex. Today I wanted to share with you a curated list of my favorite moisturizers that personally work for my acne-prone skin during the winter. One thing about acne-prone skin is it's unique to each individual, and it's one of those things that you have to try out a product, in my opinion, to get a full depiction if it will work for you. There are so many moisturizers that have quote pore clogging ingredients that don't break me out, and there are some that have no pore clogging ingredients that have broken me out as well. That's why I don't really subscribe to using that terminology, and it's also why I have so many moisturizers on this list to provide a wide range of options, textures, feels to moisturizers. I will say that this is a winter video, so there's not going to be many gel creams in this. I'm combination to dry skin, acne prone at all seasons, so it's really based off of my skin and what I love, but I do have options on here for everyone, and I have some unique ways that I use lighter weight moisturizers in the winter, so make sure you stay tuned for this video to check those out. Also make sure you are subscribed because I post new skincare videos every week. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this list. An ingredient that I love for my skin in a moisturizer is colloidal oatmeal. I feel like a lot of the moisturizers on this list are going to be highlighting that ingredient. The moisturizer that I feel like has the best value with colloidal oatmeal in it is Prequel's Barrier Therapy. You get a ton of this product, more lightweight finish, but still is nourishing and just provides an instant soothing benefit for my redness without leaving too heavy of a finish on my skin, which was perfect for my acne prone skin this winter. I layer with this product. I use it situationally based on what my skin feels like, and I like using this product when I'm dealing with some redness, but I'm just needing a very balanced moisturizer. I also like using this on my body because you get so much of this product. Great for any part of your face, your body, anywhere where you're needing a little bit more nourishment to your skin. Colloidal oatmeal was very effective in this formula, and comparatively, I feel like it is a more affordable option from some other moisturizers that I have seen colloidal oatmeal in. Most recent to the lineup of moisturizers I've fallen in love with, Bubble's Soft Swerve is one of the richest balms that I have ever seen. Personally, it worked well for my acne prone skin. Since my trial, I have been able to test it in those areas. With how rich this was, I was very surprised at that. It was a product that personally worked for my acne prone skin when I didn't overuse it. It was something that I only used in really dry areas. Luckily, the areas where I am very dry, I don't experience a lot of acne in. If you're looking for the richest balm texture, that is going to be this product. It has a thick feel I've not seen with any other balm on the market. Really restorative ingredients, nourishing for the skin, creates a protective layer, and it's everything I look for in a dry skin moisturizer. I feel like if you struggle with a lot of really dry skin, this is going to be a dream for you. It's a great price point as well. Super convenient packaging. So much to love with this formula. A balm that still has a texture that could be an everyday moisturizer for my acne prone skin is Naturium's multi-peptide rich cream. The Naturium multi-peptide collection utilizes a great blend of peptides along with copper tripeptide to deliver a great benefit to the skin. It describes itself as an amazing anti-aging moisturizer, which typically those don't work for my acne prone skin. It's truly a case of I was shocked that this worked for my acne because it was so rich, had ingredients that worked well for my skin, and wasn't too heavy. I feel like I could use it when I was really dry. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a product that I use just in my drier areas and when I am more dry and chapped, but it's not as rich as Bubble's Soft Swerve. I feel like this product is definitely more of a dry skin moisturizer, but you're able to use it situationally because it is still balmy, absorbs into the skin without leaving too heavy of a finish, but definitely does give you that more rich nourishment than a typical day-to-day moisturizer. A new addition to my winter skincare routine has been Dieux's Mercy Moisturizer. This is a product that's a little bit more expensive, but worth the splurge with the level of ingredients and the feel that this product has. Utilizes colloidal oatmeal, is Dieux's richest moisturizer in my opinion. I thought that the Instant Angel was going to be the one that worked the best for my skin when it came to the winter. That has been my winter go-to product from Dieux for a while, but this moisturizer more focuses on being a redness treatment ointment. And that's why I feel like it personally speaks to my skin concerns. Now, it is more of a splurge. You are getting more of a blend of ingredients with this moisturizer than some other colloidal oatmeal moisturizers on the market. But if you're looking for more of a budget-friendly option, Prequels is the way to go. This is still a little bit richer than Prequels, and it personally worked well for my acne-prone skin, but still, just depends on your budget. I want to have a wide range of options on this list for that reason. Even though I usually utilize more richer ways to nourish my skin in the winter, I still love a staple go-to day-to-day moisturizer like Anua's 3 Ceramide Cream. Kind of a no-brainer product for me because it has so many skin supporting and loving ingredients, supports my skin barrier, strengthens my skin, and has proven over time to be the perfect day-to-day moisturizer for my acne. It's something for those days where the weather may be just neutral and I'm not outside a ton in the cold weather, where I'm just wanting to regulate my skin. That's why I like this product. It's kind of just a no-brainer, barely even their finished product that still nourishes and delivers a great benefit to the skin, like a moisturizer should. A brand that I feel like is taking a more simple approach to skincare, but yet leaving an impact, is Facile. Their Beyond Their Rich Cream is a newer addition to their lineup, and I love the primary highlight of Ectoin in this product, and I felt like it made it very effective. It is a niacinamide-free formula. That's something I've noticed with some of Facile's formulas. They do disclude that ingredient, which is great for people who are sensitive to it. I just know I get a ton of comments about that, so this is a product that could open the door if you are sensitive to that and other formulas. I personally love it for its simple ability to nourish the skin. Has an everyday moisturizer feel as well, but more of a simple bare bones approach, which is good for some people's skincare routine. I know when I'm dealing with a lot of sensitivity, a lot of irritation, Ectoin is a great ingredient to help treat that, and sometimes I just want a more simple routine. Didn't find myself going through it very quickly, and if you're just needing a simple go-to product, that's when I'd recommend this. In terms of a lighter weight moisturizer, I feel like Byoma's moisturizing milk is a perfect way for me to layer and get extra moisturization out of a balm or richer moisturizer by using this underneath it. It's an ingredient list that is just so amazing for my redness. It has truly transformed my skin with the nourishment I have seen with it, the lightweight feel, especially if you like a milky moisturizer. It's more of a light gel as it starts. I think the milk texture comes from when you rub it in and it barely feels like it's there. Almost gel cream territory, but a little bit more nourishing and a very unique take on a texture to a moisturizer. If you're more oily, you could use it as a final step. There are some days where I feel like I can end with this product. Most nights during the winter, I layer with it. I find that layering with moisturizers is perfect for my skin in the winter to deliver an extra level of nourishment. It gives a little bit more boost than say a serum, and that's why some of these products I like to layer with. If you want to talk about loaded down ingredients for a moisturizer, I go straight to Experiment's Molecular Mesh. It creates a second skin-like finish unlike anything that I have felt in a moisturizer, and definitely something that if you have the means, I would recommend investing in. Primarily because it has Ectoin along with centella liposomes that I feel like were really beneficial for helping my redness and also creating a protective layer like a moisturizer should. It is definitely a more nourishing product that I feel like is worth the splurge, worth the investment. And I truly haven't seen an ingredient list loaded down like this product. It's a little bit more on the dewy side. If you like a glowy skin look to your face, that's definitely when I'd recommend trying this. Completely worth it in my opinion. It's definitely one of those moisturizers that I see myself investing in for years. A simple soothing moisturizer that I love to layer with is Byoma's Barrier Plus treatment. They kind of define this loosely as a barrier serum slash treatment moisturizer, proving there are no rules with it. You can kind of just go in with it however you feel is best. I personally loved using it as a layering treatment during the winter. Has a little bit more creamy of a texture that I feel like more dry skin would enjoy, enjoy, but I like it for its simple, soothing approach. Standard within the Byoma moisturizers that I love, like their moisturizing milk, this product has a more rich texture with those same ingredients that just worked well for my acne. Avocado oil was the biggest standout of this. I liked its ability to soothe some of my redness and calm some irritation that I was having, and that's why I wanted to bring this up as either a layering moisturizer in the winter or something that you could finish with if you have more oily skin. A brand that I feel like gets it right with their price points and with all of their formulations is Remedy. I'm glad to see Remedy Skin getting the attention that it deserves. They keep it simple with all of their basics like cleansers and moisturizers, and their Remedy for Rich Moisturization is another day-to-day moisturizer that I wanted to bring up with a more simple approach to it. It has ceramides, niacinamide, peptides, and amazing skin supporting ingredients. You look at the call out ingredients and they're very recognizable, but it's the drugstore moisturizer that I really wish I had when I was getting into skincare, and it's a product I would 100% recommend. It's a wonderful value. This product lasted way longer than I was expecting, which makes it even better because it is under $20. Providing a lot of day-to-day moisturizer options, it's hard to compare all of these moisturizers together. As I'm running through these, I'm trying to do it in my head, but truthfully, I love all of these products for many different reasons. Some for the same reasons, some for different reasons. This is just another everyday moisturizer that I feel like I would use depending on what's on hand. The ingredients in this product worked amazing for my acne as well, and that's why I feel like it would be a good day-to-day drugstore moisturizer. I know I said I wasn't going to bring up a lot of gel creams in this video because truthfully, in the winter, I don't use a lot of gel creams as sole moisturizers, but rather I use them as layering steps to boost hydration in my skin. Geek & Gorgeous's Hydration Station Moisturizer is the perfect product to do that with because it's so affordable. This is always the gel cream moisturizer I recommend people turning to first, not only because the soothing ingredients like glycerin, ectoin that hydrate, support the skin barrier, and also soothe the skin is such a great value. I truly don't know how they're able to sell it for so cheap, but they do. Geek & Gorgeous is one of these brands that always gets it right, and usually I have some of this product left over from the summer because the weather changes so quickly, and I don't like for it to go to waste until the next season, so I usually just utilize it as an extra boosted layer of hydration to my skin. It is beneficial and has worked wonders for my acne, but I also wanted to put this on here if you have more oily skin and you just need to finish with this product. There are truly no rules with a moisturizer. If you feel like you need to go in with a richer step after, you may find it beneficial to use this like I do in the winter as a layering step. Wrapping up this video, I wanted to talk about one of my favorite ways to boost hydration with your moisturizers, which is slugging. I have a petrolatum and a petrolatum free option because I do find sometimes when I'm too consistent with using a petrolatum moisturizer, sometimes I experience some breakouts from it. It just depends. My skin is ever changing, and so I have a petrolatum ointment to bring up, but also a petrolatum free ointment as an alternative to slugging if you are sensitive to that ingredient. The petrolatum ointment I'd recommend layering over top of a moisturizer in the winter is Prequel's Skin Utility Ointment. Affordable, to the point, simple, and does everything that an ointment needs to be effective. I like it because it's not too heavy, but still gives that added layer of hydration that I feel like would be beneficial, especially if you struggle with really dry skin, or you're like me and you struggle with combination skin. You're able to just apply this in areas where you really need it. Sometimes I get so dry, especially in the areas that I shave, that I'll apply a moisturizer, a balm, and then an ointment, just to make sure I don't wake up with that issue. I do understand though that petrolatum is sometimes an ingredient that doesn't work for everyone's acne, and I wanted to bring up Peach and Lily's Velvet Biome Ointment. Truly a first of its kind from what I've seen with the glycerin-based ointment approach they took with this product. I love its feel, I love its texture. It still gives you that extra seal of hydration like an ointment should without utilizing petrolatum, which I really enjoy, and I love that they have this option as a way to slug plug with acne-prone skin if you are sensitive to petrolatum. It's more expensive, but it definitely is worth it in my opinion. It's something that I only use in my drier areas and that I feel like would be a product you could use sparingly, just depending on what your skin is needing at the moment. Let me know what your favorite moisturizers are. I know I covered a small ground with this video, but I still want to hear what products you're loving this winter. I'm trying out some moisturizers right now that I feel like could have made this list, but I wanted this to be my holy grail products that I have been loving recently. Hard to compare some of these because truthfully, I love so many skincare products. It gets to a point where I struggle to compare all of them, but this is at least my current favorite list. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every week, and I will see you all in the next video.